Demons are your children. Now, I'll put a disclaimer out there. I'm not speaking of your actual children. But in order to really understand what I'm saying, you're going to have to watch this video from beginning to end. And we're going to go into what are demons, how demons created, and I'll even show you how to release yourself from demons. All right? Now, this is Nakash with Heal For Real, where I teach you hidden knowledge to help you heal for real on a mental, physical, and spiritual plane. Because truth be told, you need all three to keep you whole. With that being said, let's get into this lesson. Now, what are demons, right? Let's go ahead and erase this. Metaphysically, demons are considered fallen angels or fallen states of consciousness, okay? And when you really go into it, you really look at what are fallen angels, right? And fallen angels, or the word angels, right, equals angles of light, all right? And so when you go into the angles of light, when you look at the word light, you know, light is a frequency, which also is energy, which we know is waves, okay? And waves are information, okay? That's why when you see in the scriptures, you look at and always talk about the angel or the messenger of the Most High, the messenger of God, or the light bearers or the light bringers, right? This is our information bringers, okay? And that's what angels of light mean. So when you look at angels, always think of angle of light or information being transmitted to somebody. That's why people always say, man, I just got this download. Well, they got these downloads from these angles of light, okay? So just to kind of conceptualize that a little bit. Now, these demons are created by you unknowingly, okay, in thought. So demons are created in thought and word. Now, demons are created by you or was passed down to you from family or friends or whatever. All right, and this is how you get what is called generational curses. Okay, but demons are created in thoughts and in words. So let's look at some wisdom books here. In Proverbs, I believe 27:3, it says, as a man think in his heart, so is he. As a man think in his heart, so is he. Now, I'll go into the heart in another video, and it really goes into the heart and how it really works with manifestation. Now, you can watch that video to learn that, but the heart is very important. So when you think certain things and it actually to the point where your heart is involved, then you create your reality in whatever you think. So if you think you're less than, guess what? You are less than. I also talked about in another video how your mind is like the Garden of Eden, and whatever you plant in your mind, whatever seed, the same energy that will cultivate a good seed will cultivate a bad seed, okay? So keep that in mind. As a man think in his heart, so is he. That's also in dealing with thoughts and dealing with mind, okay? Let's go to another scripture. Now, in word, in Proverbs 18:21, it says, life and death are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it will eat the fruit thereof. Alright, so now life and death are in the power of the tongue. Very important power. You have to realize you come into this earth with power. You come into this earth with a crown because you are a child of the Creator. You are the child of the Most High, Creator of all. Okay, so knowing that life and death are in the power of the tongue, that those that love it will eat the fruit thereof, right? And it's saying the same thing. If you speak, right? And you plant a seed not only with your mind, but speaking it. And when your mind and your speech matches, you create life or you create death, and or a life that you don't want. And so that is very important, and you will eat the fruit of it. Best believe if you create a pineapple, you will eat that pineapple. Best believe if you create weeds, you will eat those weeds, all right? So let's go ahead, and since you got that, I'll go ahead and kind of do a little drawing here to help you kind of conceptualize this a bit, all right? So let's say this is you. I'll draw you like a little Pac-Man, right? So the things you say creates a seed, okay? Also by the things you think. All right? So this is thought and this is word. Thought, word. You created a seed. Now, this seed here, just like a baby, right? When you have a man come and fertilize life or fertilize the woman's seed, okay? Giving it energy. This is energy, life force. And that seed becomes a baby, right? So you create this baby here. Now, depending if this energy is positive energy or negative energy, right? And for the sake of this video, we're speaking of demons that you create, so it's going to be negative energy with a negative seed, okay? So here it is. You created a little demon baby. Now, the very important thing about creating this here is that we know that babies have to be cultivated. We know that babies take from the mother, right? We know that babies have to be nurtured, okay? And the nourishment, all right, is your energy that you're giving this baby in thought and in word. Now, after the years go by and you do not do anything, right? You honestly, this begins to put you in a cycle. And this is the cycle I call the cycle of deceit and defeat. D and D. Okay? This cycle is almost like the hamster wheel or the turbine that feeds energy to this baby, because you're giving it here, right? And you're giving it here, which feeds the baby. It's almost like you got an umbilical cord stuck to the baby, okay? Over time, this baby grows into an adult, all right? And now adults need more nutrition, adults need more caring, needs more, as far as speaking of the body, right? So it'll take more. So as the baby becomes full grown, all right, and I'll draw it this way. As the baby becomes full grown, a full grown demon then grew into itself and everything, right? As it become a full grown demon here, and you still attached to it, right? You still feeding it, you still giving it energy. Now check this out. The demon has become bigger than you. Now you're decrepit. Now you're looking like the stress that you've been through in your life. And now you're looking older than your age, right? And this is how demons do. They suck your life force, okay? But you created, this is your baby, congratulations, all right? So the very important thing with this is that because you created this thing, and entities or sometimes can be passed down through family, right? By negative thoughts and negative words that penetrate your subconscious, and you begin to attach. Now, this demon can have attachment from mama, daddy, grandma, grandpa, you name it, okay? All of these different people actually feeding this demon, and it was passed down to you. And then that's how generational curses are, and that's how these demons survive. Now, all you have to do, honestly, is very important. So once you start to increase your vibration, you begin to sever your connection, right? Now remember this cycle over here. This cycle of D and D, what I call the cycle of deceit and defeat, is feeding, right? This is like an energy turbine that's feeding this demon. Now, the moment you step off that hamster wheel, the demon will begin to take notice, like, hold up a second. This person is increasing their vibrations. They took in and they realized, okay, I'm speaking negatively, I'm thinking negatively, I need to change my ways. So the moment you increase your vibrations, you begin to step off that hamster wheel, the demon take notice. Now, don't be surprised, okay, when you're increasing your vibrations, you're thinking positive, you're thinking negative, the demon will create a situation. Yes, demons, the entities have the ability to influence situations by influencing your emotions. So for instance, let's say you got $1,000 extra. You manifested an extra $1,000 by increasing your vibrations, right? You went to that frequency. Now, here's the thing. Demons know that emotions is the most powerful energy to cultivate your reality. So this demon will have it to where something popped up that unknowingly, right, that you, let's say, okay, you got $1,000, and then all of a sudden, right, you have a whole bunch of plans for this $1,000, all right, but then all of a sudden, you get a bill out of nowhere for $1,000, automatically negating this. Now, the demon allowed this or put this into action. So now what you have to do is control your emotions. Now, if you go into thinking, man, I had so much plans, so many plans to do with this $1,000. I was going to do this, I was going to do that. Man, I should have known better. This always happened to me. It's always something. And guess what? You my friend. All right. It's always something. And something will always happen. And that's what these demons rely on, to put you right back into the cycle that you stepped off of, decreasing your vibrations. And now you're back feeding the energy. This is very, very, very slippery, because here's the tricky part about it. Now, as over the years you continue with this demon, you actually continue to carry more demons, right? You create and fall to the frequency of more demons. Now, here's the crazy thing, right? Like, I believe in Mark 5 and 9, Christ had asked the man, what's your name, that had the demons in him, and he said, we are legion, right? Because we are many. You understand? And this is exactly how that happens. Over the time, this person continued to speak negative and think negative, and not only cultivated his own demons, but picked up some demons along the way. And that's how hard it is. So now you have to break not only from one demon, but you have to break from this and this and this and that one, that one, that one, this and this and this and this and that one. Now, I'll tell you how to really truly break free from this in a second. So we know that demons, let's look at this here. And I hope y'all got this information down, okay? But just a little diagram just to help y'all, because I'm a visual learner, man. That's how I learn it. Now, let's look at the word, what it says, like in Ephesians 6, principality, right? Because Ephesians 6 says, it speaks of, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but against principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places, things like that, right? So what is a principality? Principality, okay? So in this physical realm, a principality is basically where a prince rules over a territory or state. Now, if you live in the United States, you have a ruler over your state, right? Which is your governor, and which have a ruler over all the states, which is the president, okay? So this is how this works. A prince rules over a territory or state. That's what a principality is. Now, we know in the Bible that Satan, or a demon, right, are called prince or princes of darkness, right? We also know that they're called spiritual wickedness in high places, okay? Because prince is a ruler or a high ruling governing person or entity, okay? So it is the same thing. So you have Satan or demon, prince or prince of darkness, okay? So you have what is called in your mind, right? You always say mind state, right? What is your mind state? You understand? State here, and guess what? If you don't own your mind state, a principality does, or demon become a ruler or have dominion over your mind state. See how that works? Principality, prince, state, control. That's all it is. Now, here's how you can beat that, right? Let's go ahead and erase all of this. Make sure you got that. All right. The way that you can beat it, right, is, let's draw another picture. This is you. You come into this earth with a crown because you're a king or a queen, right? You are a child of the Most High. You created a demon, didn't you? I know you have. We all have, right? We all created demons. Now, don't laugh at my drawings, y'all. But we all have created demons. That's okay, right? But when you do inner work, or what we call self-examination, you begin to see that you speak negative, that you talk negative, and you begin to fix it. And when this demon recognizes that, the demons get scared, okay? Because the first key to really understanding that you're dealing with a hurdle, or you have a stumbling block, or you're dealing with a demon, right, is to acknowledge it, right? To acknowledge your fault, acknowledge you speak negative, acknowledge you think negative, right? Acknowledge you have certain issues that you have to overcome. And once you do that, that demon cannot be hid anymore. You shine a light on it, right? Remember, light, angles of light, you shine light on it, okay? And once you do that, the demon knows. So the demon tries to put in certain situations to make you fall back under in that slippery slope, all right? But this is what you do. When negative situations happens, you continue to increase your vibration, regardless of what happens, okay? Like I said about the $1,000, instead of looking at it that you say, you know what? I'm glad I had $1,000 to take care of this situation. I'm not in debt. I took care of this bill. More money will come to me. More money will flow to me. Okay? And that's how you do that. So when negative situations happen, increase your vibration. It's that simple. So you giving your crown to this demon, but since we know that you created this demon, you are a child of the Most High, then you can also take your crown back by creating on a higher level, okay? So you create on a higher level by vibrating higher. And that's how that works. Demons know how the energy and the emotions will create that turbine and will put you back on that hamster wheel. Now, you really understanding this, conceptualizing this, you take your crown back because the crown is yours. You have to realize you are like a god. Okay, you are the child of the Most High God. Okay, so since we can create our reality and we create these demons, we focus on the opposite. Okay, not saying that I won't let this demon back in my life. I won't do this. Not focusing on that, because when you focus on that, you're giving energy to that demon still. So that's why I said you get rid of the demon by creating on a higher level. You create a new thing, and that new thing is positive thinking. That new thing is increasing your vibrations, positive thoughts. And that's how you take your crown back. It is that simple, y'all. It is that simple. But work has to be done to find out that you even have this and where it come from. And that's where shadow work come in. And a lot of times it comes from parents, like I said, generational curses. And this is how you break that. So don't want to hold y'all too long. But that being said, this is Nakash with Heal For Real. And demons are your children. All right? And just let me know what you think about it. And yeah, man, that's it. Peace.